Hi guys, and welcome to, I guess, the 4th episode of Boy Talk. Today we are going to discuss a question that's been sent in, which basically is talking about your past. Should you tell your partner about your past if your past is a bit colourful, to say the least? First of all, no one's past can be more colourful than mine, like seriously. But yeah, we'll get into that in a sec. Well, we won't get into my past, but whether or not I would. But anyway. Hi Thanna, I love your videos and could you please keep this anonymous as I think people I know watch your videos? Of course. However, I really like a guy. He is a good Muslim and ticks most other boxes. However, I am ashamed of my past. In my first couple of years of university, I kissed over 10 guys, none of whom I was in relationships with, just casual dating or on club nights. And I've even drunk alcohol a couple of times as well. I don't know how much he heard of my past. We do have distant mutual friends, but I am scared about bringing up this topic and I'm dreading the day when he asks about my past, if it's brought up somehow. I'm scared he will look at me in a bad way and won't want me anymore. I have stopped drinking alcohol for over a year now and have made an active effort to learn to pray and pray regularly as well as repent to Allah, but I still cannot stop feeling regret and so much shame about my past. What should I do? This is a really important question and I think a lot of people can relate to this because, like, how do you know whether you should or shouldn't tell someone about your past? I don't know what kind of guys you guys go for, but the guys that I go for, I like to, like, I don't know how guys, like, you guys conduct relationships, but I think the best policy is honesty. Honesty, I just took that quote and I just turned it upside down, bro. Honesty is always the best policy. I am always forthcoming with information. I'll tell you how forthcoming in a second. But I'm always forthcoming with information about my past, and I'll tell you why. Because I have a fear that I invest love in this, and I invest time in this, and I invest my reputation in this, and one day something I've not told him will come out and it could cause him to walk away. Now, saying that, I would not be with someone that I knew would not be affected, because all guys get affected by past and that's everything, but be affected to the point that he's ready to let go of you. I wouldn't be able to be with someone like that. But of course, all these issues, if you didn't tell that person, if you didn't tell the guy about them and they come up, and especially you have mutual friends, like, can you imagine? Imagine you got two scenarios. A, you tell him everything up front, like when you have the past discussion, if that is even a thing, or if it just comes out through conversation or whatever it is, which is how I do. I let it out through conversation. And by the way, I let it out really early on. My past is really colourful. Just saying, like, super colourful. Like, I've done this. But I say it out there because I will not ever want anyone to have that as something they can use to break up with me. Like, if you're going to break up with me, you're going to have to do it like the old-fashioned way. You can't just use stuff that suddenly pops up and you're like, yes, thank you, this is the reason I want to move away and I want to break up with this person. Like, no way. So, if you tell this person and they walk away from you and they leave you, chances are, if this came out later on, they'll leave you. I mean, that's the way to look at it. They'll leave you anyway. Wouldn't you rather them leave now? If they're planning on leaving, or if they can leave. Personally, if a guy would leave you after that, I wouldn't want him. If a guy was going to leave me after that, after me being honest about him, and you've repented, I mean, if God can forgive you, who is this human who cannot? Like settle down, little man, seriously. It's not about that life. Like, why would you even want to be with someone like that? You don't. And if he's a good Muslim, you're saying he's a good Muslim. I don't know what you've based that on, but if you're saying he's a good Muslim, that, though it may startle him a bit, though it may make him think, oh, I wish you didn't, for you, not for me, I wish you didn't for you, he'll stick around. And that's really the... Alternatively, people just don't say anything, and they just hope for the best, and sometimes it never ever comes out. But I would never take that chance. Every single person I've ever spoken to, which is not a good thing, but I've told about my past, but because it's not a bad thing, because I'm not open about my past. Like, I don't tell you guys exactly what I did in my past that I regret. But what I do say is that I had a past and it's not a great one. And yeah, I know this. Yeah, I understand that. Like, when people are going through, oh, I did this or I did that, I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I understand a lot of it because I went through it. I did most of it. So I'm able to kind of like empathize and be like, you know what, I am in that situation. I have like probably like shitloads of like shit that I'm not proud of or I regret and I wish I didn't do. I mean, there's a whole year out of my life that I wish would just disappear. No, 2 years even. The year that I took my scarf off, the 2 years that I took my scarf off, like I just wish I could just like pull them out of my life and just eliminate them. Like, I wish that, but I can't. They're there now. So I've repented to God from those years, and really and truly I would not really leave that for chance or for one person's loose lips. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ever put myself in that situation. I'm going to be in charge, other than God of course, but I'm the next person in charge of my life, not someone's loose lips. I will never do that. I won't take that chance. This is why it's important to let this information out early on, because the earlier you let it out, because imagine you told this to him early on. If he left you early on before you gained feelings, it wouldn't hurt as much as now. And when it comes to telling him information, tell him the things that you know you have to tell him, because there's at least 1% chance they'll come out. For instance, if I say I've spoken to, let's find the roundabout figure, I've spoken to, say in my years of dating, I've spoken to say 10 guys, okay? Out of the 10 guys, you say I've spoken to 3 guys that are abroad, okay? Who I've never met, but they're abroad, whatever it is. When I come to say, well, I've spoken to so-and-so guys, or I've dated so-and-so guys, I might just leave out the broad ones, because what are the chances they're going to find out about it? 0. And even though they did, like, I've not even met those people, so it's kind of less than what I'm about to tell them. What I'm telling them is something big. I mean, that could easily have been like, oh, I forgot about it, like I spoke to, like, do you get it? I would tell them the big stuff, that's what I would say. So in your case, I would tell them, I would tell him about the people that I've dated. Okay? I'd tell him the people I've dated out of the 10 people that I've kissed. And on top of that, I would tell him about the alcohol. That's what I would do. Just choose the worst stuff. That's the minimum you can say while still having a good chance that if the rest ever surfaced, it really wouldn't affect you that badly. That's how I look at it. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts. I mean, there are 2 different, like, I feel like it's 50-50 or stuff like this. Like there are probably a section of girls who would never ever say this stuff, but I could not relate to girls like that. I can't do it. By nature, I'm very, very kind of forthcoming with information about myself. Like, you guys can see, like, across my social media, I'm just too honest. And the reason I'm too honest is, honestly, I just don't even know how to lie. And I've grown up not knowing really how to lie. And because of that, I would just never put myself in the embarrassing situation of being caught out in a lie. I can't do it. Like that, like, I don't know, that whole situation of being caught out in a lie freaks me out. I don't know, maybe I had like a really bad experience like one time in my life, like when I was in primary school or something, that's just got me scared of lying. But I'm at that stage now. And when I say lying, including withholding information. So I can't ever not be forthcoming with information. My only advice to girls talking to guys newly talking to guys, is make sure you are forthcoming. I'm not saying like first conversation, by the way, I used to drink. No need. By the way, I used to date. No need. Like, no need. Like, I've been in situations where I've been dating someone, for instance, and the person that I date, one person from my past that I dated, is actually in this person's circle. With this, I knew I had to bring it up ASAP, but I was like, you know what, I'm not going to bring it up quick time, and that was a risk that I was taking, and I had to understand that, because I could bring it up and shit could hit the fan and this person could leave me. So I was just very kind of tactical in the way where I told him. I didn't tell him too late. I told him soon after, I would say a month or two after. And it didn't really affect the relationship, funnily enough. So, and the reason why I chose to do it a bit later rather than right bang in the middle, like first week or 2 or 3 weeks that I met this person, is because at the point that, like, nothing's really grown. You want a bit of affection to grow, because that's going to be a problem for anyone. Any guy, if you've spoken to a guy that he knows is going to be a problem for him, like, that's, and I just was really unfortunate with that. So yeah. So I would say definitely be forthcoming with information, and try and be tactical with when you say it. Try and wait a bit, but don't wait till you're like really wanting to marry the person. Wait, when I say wait for about, maybe when I'm getting to know people, like light issues, like, you know, if I was getting to know someone, like light issues, when I say light, they're not really light, I know, but I'm talking about to a guy who Dean is not the most important thing to guys always, you know? So alcohol would be one of these light issues. Those I'd say quite early on, like within the first week or 2 of getting to know someone. Deeper issue, heavy issues, i.e. previously speaking or going out with that person's friend, I would maybe wait a month and a half, but that would be a risk I was taking. If I'm incapable of taking that risk and knowing that there's a chance that this person's going to walk away, then I wouldn't do it, because you're going to invest more of your emotions into it by the time. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm confident in myself and my personality that I can get this person to fall and have emotion towards me to the point that it's going to piss them off, but not enough to walk away. But yeah. And the person did walk away, so obviously that was a good call on my part. I ended up walking away later on. But anyway. So, that's what this conversation is. I hope this has kind of been helpful, somewhat, and let me know what you guys think. If you don't already follow me on social media, follow me, because I'm quite interactive on social media. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. If you're enjoying my videos and you want to see more, make sure you turn post notifications on so you get notification when I upload a video. Okay. But yeah, I've left my email address in the description box, which is where everyone's sending me their problems or their questions, whatever it is, for me to bring up in these videos. So if you do have a question, then make sure you do send it below, to the email below rather. Okay, bye, take care.